on, everybody? It is July the 15th, 2021. We're back at it. We're doing it again on the streets. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching. Hope you're all safe and sound. If you're a long-time listener, thank you very much for all the love and support. If you're a newbie to the show, welcome aboard. This is another Glad You Made It episode. It's a so-so production, and we're doing things. And that's how you pull up, baby. You get in there, and you quickly pull up. And they're always like, if you're wondering why am I here this week all day, every day, because you got to put in the work, baby. You never know. You never know down the line, because, you know, I'll get the phone call. I'll get the phone call from my agent and be like, okay, you got to go to a spot and do 5 minutes. You got to be ready. You don't know when the spot's going to be ready for you. We're just doing the prep work. Just doing the prep work. And you take it day by day. Yesterday was yesterday. Today is today, and we're doing it, baby. Lots of people on the streets of Toronto doing their thing, going to work, coming from work, finishing a night shift, starting a day shift. Everybody's doing it, pulling together, bringing their little pieces. Thank you very much for all the love and support. Thank you for your patience, and we're just growing, baby. You got to keep in mind, if you're a long-time listener, you know what it is, but if you're a newbie, you got to keep in mind, baby, this is a very, very slow burn, and we're just at the early stages, taking those baby steps. Your boy's learning. That's what I'm doing, man. Learning, but putting in the time, putting in the effort, because you never know. Well, there's gonna be a time where they're like, hey, you gotta do 5 minutes there. You got 10 minutes. You gotta go do 10 minutes. So I gotta be ready, and I'm just putting in the work, because it's important to me. If you're like, man, maybe you should. I'm all about the pacing. I'm all about the pacing. Next week we will definitely go back to our regularly scheduled programming, but for the time being, we're going to spend time with people of Toronto every week till Saturday, because that's what's up. We said we're going to be here Monday to Saturday, and that's what we're going to do, baby. Doing a little bit of exercise, doing some pull-ups, doing some push-ups, doing that good work, motivating everybody to go out there. Get to the important message. The underlying message is to go out there and really, you know, do a little bit something extra. You haven't done a push-up in a while, do a couple of push-ups. Want to do a couple of pull-ups, do that as well. Do whatever it takes to get you, you know, going, baby, because things are opening up. Tomorrow is the 16th. It is Friday. We're opening up little by little. It's getting there. 25% capacity there, 50 people there, 100 people here, people on top of people, stacking up on top of each other like little Lego pieces. That's what we're getting back to being normal human beings, and it takes everybody's effort, and I can't help it. Your boy's passionate and energetic about a lot of things, and I got a lot on my mind. So if you're, again, a long-time listener and viewer of the show, you know what's up. We tackle serious issues, we tackle silly bullying issues, and we talk about everything and nothing. You come in, one day you'll come in, you'll get a little bit of, you know, we're talking about societal issues that are concerning everybody. One day you'll come in there, you'll be getting a bunch of jokes, silly stuff. Today's all about just, you know, keeping it loosey-goosey, having fun out there with the people. Everybody's out in their cars, driving by, walking their dogs, and that's the thing, man. We just need to step outside the box and get a little bit creative, because sometimes I'm just like, we got to get more creative with our pets. Spitballing ideas out there. We got to get more creative with our pets, because everybody's like, always, are you a dog person? Or are you a cat person? Are you a dog person or a cat person? Getting all anthropomorphic, you know? Getting all anthropomorphic on your back, you know, it's just what it is. Getting all who you walking? Are you talking and walking with that bad beat? That female? No, baby, no. Let's get creative with our pets. I say, go think outside the box. Why is everybody walking dogs and cats? Get yourself a nice turtle. Get yourself a nice turtle. Ride around on a turtle, baby. Benefits, pros of having a turtle for a companion, for a friend, for a pet. You can also use it as a vehicle. Pros, low gas emissions, barely any gas, no gas required. That's one pro. Second pro, they're super slow, so you're, you know, chances of hurting yourself riding a turtle, almost zilch. Zero, you know, it's very slim that if you're going to be riding around on a turtle, you're moving very slow, my friend. So if you're worried, if you can't ride a turtle, hey, you know, because that's the thing. You're like, well, I'm gonna get there slower. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if everybody's going the same pace, we'll just get rid of red lights, baby. Green lights for everybody. Green lights all day, every day, and that's. So we got fuel efficiency. We got, you know, you're going at a lower speed. You can, you know, feed them a little. You know, you gotta You don't need fuel, dude. You just grab a little grass, you grab a little leaf off of the top of a tree, you start feeding it, refueled, on the go. You're like, what about my storage space? I need something from, dude, turtles, mad storage space. I call mine Shelly. I've already ordered it. It's coming in. Shelly's got mad storage underneath her shell, which is, you know, I stuff a little bit of cabbage or a little bit, you know, cauliflower here or there for it to like munch on it, and then if I'm carrying a bag or something, boom, extras, no worries. As long as it's up, like, it's got a weight limit, 5 to 20 pounds per person, depending on the size of your turtle, of course. Serious issues we gotta ask ourselves. Because you can't always be, you know, the important issues are the stuff that we need to talk about. All I see is cars here, cars there, and we want to go more green. What's more green than animals? You're like, baby boy, I got kids. You got kids? No worries. Kangaroos, baby. Think outside the box. That guy's always, you know, he knows what I'm talking about. He's out there getting it. But get yourself a nice kangaroo. Get yourself, you're like, kangaroo because I got kids. It makes sense. Perfect for kids. Carrying kids, you just, you know, you just program. You're like, pay them a nice wage. They'll take your kids to school. You just place your kids in the pouch. They'll go drop it off, come right back. Great advantages. Why wouldn't you want to ride around on a turtle or a kangaroo? Serious questions that we got to be asking out here. Serious questions that we got to be asking, and we're here to find out. We're here to find out what the people of Toronto are all about. Or you, what kind of, you know, or get yourself a nice bird, baby. Get yourself a nice, you know, predatory bird. Do those pickups and drop-offs. You know what I'm talking about? Get yourself a nice eagle or a hawk or a vulture. Then you can, you know, you can become one with the bird. You know, you can become one with that beautiful feathered friend, baby. And that's what, and the people in your neighborhood will have like a nickname for you. Who's that coming? Who's that going? It's Hawk. It's Hawk's coming. That's who's coming. You know, or Shelly's pulling up. Shelly's pulling up again. And that's what it is. So you got options. Think outside the box, and it's the most green. You can't get more green than that, baby. Ride around on animals, and again, it comes with many perks and features. Companionship, low fuel efficiency, or high fuel efficiency rather, because if it's low fuel efficiency, it's just like a gas guzzler. We don't want that. But high fuel efficiency, minimal noise, barely any noise. They don't make any noise. It's just like feed them a little piece of lettuce. They're all good. And that's what that is, baby. So think outside the box. Think about the choices that you're making, because really it impacts all of us. Big decisions, things that we got to consider. And that's what we do, baby. We mix it up. One day it's just like purely like things that I've been reading online, whether it's a book or an article, and it's just like boiling inside me. I got to talk about it. I can't help myself. That's what we're doing here. We're family. We're a gang, essentially. We're a big gang. We're a big family. We come here, share our feelings, share our stories, and grow, baby, one day at a time. And that's what it is. You see the beautiful people of Toronto, they're stuck in traffic. Why? No turtles, that's why. If everybody was going like, you know, 5 to 10K, or maybe even a little bit slower on a kangaroo or a horse or flying by, and that's the thing, air travel, mix it up. You don't always need to congest the roads in the city streets. If you're using a bird to fly, you're, you know, airspace, baby, utilize it. It's out there, go get it. Together we're doing it, baby, we're doing it. We're kicking butt, taking names, no particular agenda, as promised. And that's what it is, baby, risk taker. I'm all about the risks. And sometimes we take certain risks and it just doesn't work out, and that's fine. It's a big flop, but not all risks are meant to pay off. But certainly there are lessons to be learned along the way, and that's what it is, man. I'll do something as I'm doing it, I'm thinking about it. Later on, I'll go down and review it, and I'm like, man, it's not working. But guess what? I would have not, you know, I wouldn't have gotten to figure out it's not working had I not gone ahead and done it. But that's what that is, baby. Experimenting, learning, growing, we're all in it together. The foundation, the basic foundation that we're building on is just like, you know, we're pouring that layer of love, baby. That's what it is. Everybody's trying their best. Everybody's doing their best. And the thing is that I've got high standards, and I try to push myself, and I'd like to be pushing other people in different ways as well, man. So that's what it is. If you ever see me sounding like I'm coming down on hard on a particular subject or a group of peepsies, it's all with love. I just, you know, I know you guys are all trying. It's just your boy's passionate, and he gets, he just what it is, baby. I've always wanted to, you know, just get the best out of myself and everybody else around me, and that's what that is. So thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for, you know, being a part of this journey, being a part of my journey, and letting me be a part of yours. Again, what are we? We're a big family. We're a big gang. And you're like, man, I want to join. I want to be telling my friends and family members. Well, check out Patreon, dude. Check out Patreon. Check out Instagram. Check out YouTube. And it's a whole wide array of things that we provide. Providing mad services. You want service, you got issues. Again, we've talked about this before. You've got concerns regarding your marital issues. I got you. You're wondering, you want to go out on a date one night and you're like, what do I wear? I got you. You got, you know, political issues, dude. Political issues. We tackle everything. And am I an expert? No, of course not. But that's what that is, baby. Non-expert opinions all day, every day. And we just try to provide the best kind of service that we can. Here with the good people are trying to just asking questions, baby. You gotta ask questions. Just ask questions like, what are the pros and cons of this, that, and the other? And you gotta ask questions, because there's always, you gotta find that silver lining. And despite, you know, it's been a weird time. It's been a weird time, and it's all of us getting into a new normal. Really, this is a new. I know most people are not good with new news, but we gotta get there somehow. You gotta take steps, baby. You gotta take steps one step at a time. And no new would have been fine for, you know, the old normal, but the new normal is all about the new news. So get it. That's what that is. A beautiful truck. It's an 18-wheeler, classic 18-wheeler, picking up stuff, dropping off stuff, making the world go round, really. And it's all of us, you know. Somebody's gotta, you know, deliver those big packages, and then somebody's gonna, you know, receive those big packages. Oh, what are you doing with the big packages, Johnny? Put them over there. I told you to put them over here. And it's just a whole, like, where do you get the packages? Where do you put the packages? So many packages to go around for everybody, but that's the thing. You gotta just, everybody's doing their part. Everybody's doing their part. Beautiful people are trying. It's a wonderful sunny day to be alive. And again, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, it's the 16th. Capacities are increasing. Safety measures are being, you know, little by little. Just, you know, we're like, okay, we don't need to do this. All right, cool. We don't need to do that. Cool beans. We still need to do this thing. All right, keep still doing it. Keep doing it. But we're gonna keep doing our thing as well. You and me together. That's what that is, baby. So go out there, go get it, whatever it is. And that's what your boy's trying to do, man. Make you laugh, make you giggle. And I know this week in particular, you've been getting a lot. You're like, man, overload, my brain's about to burst. Rob, what are you doing? I'm like, I totally hear you. I completely understand where you're coming from, but it's part of the process. Trust me, I wouldn't have done it if there was no reason behind it. There's good reason. I promise you there's good reason behind it. So we're doing things at a different pace, because you got to challenge yourself, because you never know when that opportunity's like, you know, again, ring, who's this? Your agent. I don't have an agent. Doesn't matter. You got to show up at this place and do 5 minutes. All right, cool. I'm there. Hop on my little hawk. He's in the shop getting his feathers all in tune. No worries. I'll take the turtle or the kangaroo. No problem, because I'm all about the collection and having variety of modes of transportation, baby. That's what it is. You think I'm only gonna rely on one turtle or one kangaroo? Like, I got a hawk. I got myself my little pony. Riding all the animals, baby. That's what it is. But the point is that I'll be ready and I'll get to the spot, wherever the spot is, when the time's ready. Right now, the spot is right here. You're like, why here? Because it's one of the spots. One of my favorite spots. Coffee shops, patios, pop-up restaurants, murals. Beautiful sidewalks, everything that a man needs to go out there and go get it. So we're just utilizing our tools and we're working on it, really. We're working on it. And you're like, Rob, you're sending us mixed signals. I'm all about the mixed signals. One day, like I said, because I don't want to be filtering nothing, baby. I just want it to be as raw as possible. I'm just giving you everything that I either write about or think about, and it can be serious or silly. Somewhere in the middle. Most of the times, somewhere in the middle. but it'll be a completely, that's the thing. I know this is different than what it will be when it goes down in a comedy club. All right, so you're here seeing the ins and outs of the journey, and again, you're a part of it as well, so thank you very much. But it's gonna be a difference. I can't, and that's the thing, certain things need to be said in different settings. You got to read the room, you got to gauge the room. So I'm not going to show up to a comedy club and start talking about particular things, but doesn't mean that I'm still not going to talk about particular things. If I feel like talking about it, I'll talk about it. But if we're going to, you know, but that's the thing, everything's got a place and a time, and we're trying to gauge it, and we're learning, literally learning day by day, taking risks. And sometimes, you know, your boy's a risk taker, but that's the, with risk comes the, you know, you got to be able to be okay with the little minor hindrances. They're not even, I don't even think of them as failures or anything. Just little tiny hindrance. A little, who can't use a little tiny hindrance, baby? You don't want to use a little tiny hindrance? How do you know you're getting stronger, faster, better? How do you know? Hindrance, baby, that's what. Because then you know you got to push it, you got to change it, you got to tweak it. It's Thursday, it's almost Friday, baby. It's almost Friday, dog. It's almost Friday, and we're gonna keep working out till Friday, and then Saturday, because your boy's body is, I gotta just, you know, you gotta bear with me because there's large trucks coming and going, making a lot of noise, but that's okay. We love everybody. And you just gotta be patient. It'll pass. What I was trying to tell you is that we'll work out till Friday, but your boy needs a couple of days of resting his muscles because he can't work out every day. It's just not good. It's just not good. A little bit of pain, bueno. Too much pain, no más. No más. And that's what it is, baby. We're out here doing things, and what kind of animals would you guys like to ride around on? You know, or are you a horse person? Are you would you like to ride around? You know what will make a perfect pet, dude? Perfect pet. Any assortment of fish, really. Put a nice fish in a nice, you know, what do you put a fish in? A nice bowl for a fish, dude. A fish goes in a bowl or a little aquarium, if you will. And then place that on top of like a little stool with connected wheels on the bottom. Get yourself a nice leash, attach it to the animal, and just let them guide you. Let them guide you, and just walk with it. Walk with it a little bit. And the beauty, like, benefits of having a pet fish when you're walking outside, when you're walking your pet fish, you're thirsty. All of a sudden you're like, oh man, I just gotta quench my thirst. You're walking around with the fish. Get yourself a cup, dip, sip, and it's done. Literally, it's done. And you're like, what about he's pooping or she's pooping in the water? Well, you got to build that immune system, baby. It's not, you know, it's not always rainbows and butterflies. You got to build that immune system. So that's what that is. But you get thirsty, there's no water fountains. Pet fish, always handy. And they don't really, you know, they don't even like, you're like, man, I'm so into my own world. I can't have a cat go meow meow or a dog start barking at me. I just can't handle all the noise. Go with the fish. They're practically silent. And they really keep their opinions to themselves for the most part. And if you know, the benefits of having a pet fish and walking around with a pet fish is if you, again, thirsty, you can quench that thirst. If you're hungry, want to reach for a snack, get yourself a nice sardine. So it's like, but you're like, but it's my pet, I can't eat it. You don't. There's always, you know, there's always Taco Bell, there's always McD's, there's always the king of the burgers, there's so many varieties of places that you could go to and get food from. But I'm just saying, if push comes to shove, shove comes to push, and you're thirsty or you're hungry, pet fish goes a long way. That's all I'm trying to say. A nice little bowl, put some wheels on that bad boy, just walk down the street, no one's the wiser. And you can park it outside. Because, you know, some stores might not allow you to bring pet fishes because some people might be allergic to like shellfish and stuff like that. Maybe you got yourself a nice little clam on a leash, set it outside. Put a sign on it though, make sure nobody eats it because you never know. People might be walking by thinking it's just like, you know, food. It could be, but it's not. think outside the box is what I'm trying to tell you, and get creative with your pets. Or, you know, what about a whole bunch of, you know, you're like, I don't have too much space. I don't have too much space for large pets. Go with ants. Go with ants, baby. Get like 1,000 little tiny ants. What's 1,000 little tiny ants, baby? Put them in an ant farm. Let them work the fields a little bit. They get, you know, they gotta get rid of that energy. They're digging holes. They're creating little mines here and there. It's a whole fiasco. And again, what are the benefits of having 1,000 ants? Let's say you're mad itchy, dude. You're mad itchy on your back. You're mad itchy on your back, and both your hands are full. You know, you got this hand full, you got that hand full. You know, one hand's holding a mug of your favorite beverage, whatever your favorite beverage. The other one's probably holding a remote control of some sort, either the remote control, classic remote controls for televisions, classic controls for gaming consoles, but your hands are full, your back's itching. All of a sudden you got yourself 1,000 ants. You pick 10 of those ants, place them on top of your shoulders, and let them work their way down. Problem solved. Multifaceted, these pets, and that's the thing. We're always just like, are you a dog person or a cat person? Are you a dog person? I like to think outside the box, thank you very much. I like to have a variety of pets. Large, small, it doesn't really matter. And that's what that is. It is beautiful outside. I hear some sort of a emergency service vehicle, you know, their sirens are on, which means somebody's on their way to the emergency services, which is, you know, it's great that they got the services, probably not that great that they're using it, but nonetheless, it's good that those things collide and meet. When you're in need of those emergency services, it's good to meet halfway. It's good to meet halfway. Call 911, get picked up, go to your destination. Whether it's maybe you need to go to a hospital, go there, get your symptoms checked. It's always good to, you know, get a second opinion. Get a second opinion, or a third, but go with multiple opinions. Don't ever just, you know, go with one opinion. Because you never know, somebody might be having a bad day and give you the wrong opinion. That's all I'm trying to say, get multiple opinions. And this is what we're trying to do, tackle different issues from different angles, get multiple opinions, because one is just not sufficient. Dude, 1,000 little ants, and then you like work a little system with them. You got to put in the hours and the time and train them really well. 1,000 little ants, and you put them on like a little, you know, you're riding a chariot of ants. Going at it. Super slow, but still, and it's almost invisible. People from afar won't even see you coming. Maybe is that a hoverboard? No, it's ants. It's definitely ants. And they're like, they're not that powerful. Dude, have you seen ants? Have you seen how much these guys are lifting and benching? Constantly lifting and benching and pulling and pushing. One of them goes down. There's already like 2 other bad boys coming along to get him, pick him up, put him on their shoulders, and just like, you know, where they go, who knows? The repair shop probably. You got to repair a leg. You got to repair a leg, and the next thing you know, that guy's like getting his meniscus, because you know, ants, a lot of injuries. They're always like grappling. They're always picking heavy things. You know, they'll tear that meniscus, and they got to go get surgery. But they'll be back. They'll be back stronger. And the next thing you know, he's like, do I know you? And he's just like looking at you like, I'm just doing my work. I'm just doing my work. And all I'm saying is keep your options open. You got options. You've got options for days, baby. So that's what it is. Just think outside the box and really push yourself. And again, boys and girls, if you like these videos, hit those like buttons, dog. Hit those like buttons, lady. Aren't you capable of making your own decisions? Don't you want to do something unique and be an individual with their own voices and opinions, and like do something different? And go like the other stuff too. Of course, I'm not telling you not like other stuff. Like those other stuff, and then like these videos, go ahead, search Rob Sadri on YouTube so you get the full-length videos, and you're like, man, I want to do more. What can I do? How can I help? Patreon, baby. Patreon, that's how you can help. You want to give back? Go to patreon.com/Rob Sadri. Support your boy, support a local business, be a hero, do something important, be the change you want to see in the world. And we're just doing it, baby. Kicking butt, taking names every day of this week. And then regularly scheduled programming is what? Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. That's what we do, bringing the heat, baby. So you got yourself a lot of questions to be thinking about. You're like, man, all of a sudden I'm not, you know, now that I've heard you talk about like different pets, my regular dog's not that great. Well, get yourself a new pet, baby. You got horses, you got turtles, you got kangaroos, you got ants, all these little insects and critters. Pick one, make them your pet. Be a little bit different. Everybody's walking around with dogs and cats. Be a little bit different, baby. Walk around with a hairy tarantula. Walk around with a hairy tarantula. Let them know what's up. You're that guy. You're that gal. Will it be a little bit difficult for you to meet somebody who's a little bit like-minded? Probably. Not gonna lie, initially in the early stages of this movement, probably. But I got your back. You go ahead and rock that weird creature that you want to rock, baby. You know, because that's what it is. We're not in, you know, we're always about like, you know, conservation this, conservation that. Make a move. Start small. Doesn't need to be the panda, doesn't need to be the rhino. Could be, you know, trap a couple of city rats. Trap a couple of city rats, baby. You get a rat, you don't need to worry about like breadcrumbs anymore. They'll take care of it. It's done. Done. Breadcrumb, you got a breadcrumb issue at your house? You got a breadcrumb issue in your castle? No problem. Couple of rats, clean it right off, baby. A nice raccoon, go with a nice classic raccoon, baby. You're like, they're really cute, but I'm afraid of rabies. Well, you got to take a couple of risks. You've got to take a couple of risks. That's what we're doing, taking risks. Boys and girls, it's Thursday. We're gonna be back here again on Friday and Saturday for the Patreon edition. Make sure you hit those like buttons, make sure you subscribe, and follow me on the Patreon. Check out the 3-tier system that I've created and catered for all you guys out there with the and I know, you're like, why is there 3? Because everybody's different. There's no one size fits all solution. Different solutions for everybody. That's what that is, baby. Stay safe out there. I'm going to be back here again on Friday and Saturday. We'll talk real soon. Go ahead. Hit those like buttons, subscribe. Check out Patreon, baby, and we'll see each other very soon. Peace out.